Missions change.
God of War!
Kept you waiting, huh?
Winds howling.
Today, I'm not here to just throw a character on screen and slap the image of the voice actor next to it. No, I went deep. I've been digging through the internet, through old panels, behind-the-scenes footage, even clips from way back in 2002. I picked only the most entertaining moments that are actually worth watching. So, sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. Alright, let's get started with my favorite, Kratos. Now, Kratos actually had two voice actors, T.C. Carson and Christopher Judge. Which one's my favorite? It's definitely Carson. Dude was the ghost of Sparta himself. You'll see what I mean after checking out this behind-the-scenes clip from the very first God of War.
Athena, you conspire against me? You defy the God of War?
Can you give us an example of Kratos?
Zeus! I'm coming for you!
One other thing I'm really excited to show you is the narrator of the original trilogy, Linda Hunt.
Kratos, the once mortal warrior, finds himself on a journey to the ends of the earth,
pulling him into the inevitable darkness.
What I'm being when I am a narrator is a storyteller.
Her voice sends me straight back to my childhood, and I can listen to her all day. And as for the new Peace Seeker Kratos, we've got Christopher Judge. He's got that calm, heavy delivery. Totally different vibe, but still badass in his own way.
And the Game Award goes to... Read it, boy. I was born a god, and so are you.
Alright, let's talk about the Queen of Gaming, Lara Croft. This franchise has had a lot of titles over the years, so it makes sense that Lara got more than just one voice actor. In fact, she's had 5. Let's start with the original voice of Lara back in 1996, Shelley Blonde.
You have my total attention now. I'm not quite sure I've got yours though. Hello? I met Lara Croft when...
people always get me to say, welcome to my home.
Yeah.
Or, I think I'd better get out of these wet clothes now.
Yeah.
And a lot of them just say, can you just say no into my phone? So a lot of the time I'm just going, no,
It's a big mood.
That's all it took, and there were a lot of lines, welcome to my home. I think I'd better get out of these wet clothes now. All sorts of...
Then, we've got Judith Gibbons, who voiced Lara in the second and third games.
Well, I always say this line because it was my audition line.
Go for it.
Pardon me, if that was just your way of trying the doors for me.
Pardon me, if that was just your way of trying the doors for me.
And this is Jonelle Elliott, the voice of Lara in the 4th, 5th, and 6th games.
Tomb Raider 4 to 6, the remasters. Buy it now, or else I'm a dangerous girl, and I might just lose my patience.
But of course, we can't forget the modern-day Lara, Camilla Luddington. Let's watch her performance.
He'll use the box and the knife to remake the world.
To remake it into what?
I don't know, he thinks he can rid it of sin and weakness. A man like that, we have to stop him. It's all my fault.
And as for Keely Hawes, who voiced Lara in a handful of games, I couldn't find any interesting footage, so we move on. Alright, now we gotta talk about the most iconic helmet in gaming, Master Chief. The man barely shows his face, but that voice, instantly recognizable. Steve Downes has been voicing Chief since day one, and honestly, it's hard to imagine anyone else behind the mic.
Wait. Leave her alone. I said, leave her alone. On Halo, you tried to kill Cortana. You tried to kill me. The one that seems to stand out so far is the missions change. They always do.
But this wasn't the mission.
The missions change. They always do.
I didn't know you had that kind of speed. How did you do it?
I don't know, I'm fast and you're slow. That's how I did it.
Alright, it's Sonic time. The blue blur's been around since the early 90s and has millions of fans around the world. But the guy who gave him that fast-talking and cocky vibe is none other than Roger Craig Smith.
Any chance we could borrow your lasers so Tails can send this guy back and prevent the destruction of pretty much everything?
Sure. You should have just asked me in the first place. But I need him back by Thursday. I'm gonna attack. I'm having a party.
No what?
Let's head to the canyon and hang out under that giant boulder on the cliff.
I don't know. That boulder's ready to fall. If we're under it, we'll be crushed.
Alright, this one's gonna blow you away. We're stepping into the world of monster contracts, coin tosses, and that iconic gravelly voice. Yup, you guessed it. I mean, it wasn't really that hard, there are timestamps all over the video for God's sake. But the voice behind The Witcher is Doug Cockle. And God, do I love this guy. He's been voicing Geralt since the beginning. I mean, the moment you hear him say "Winds howling" and "Come on, Roach," you're gonna fall in love with him too.
Oh, there's so many to choose from, aren't there, in The Witcher? I mean, there's winds howling, come on, Roach. Lots and lots of things.
And here we got Doug trying to remember his lines by the given hints.
A creature roars as Geralt is escorting a goat. Okay, this has got to be Princess. I think this might have been a bear. I don't remember what Geralt says. Probably something like, "Come on, Princess. I can't bear this any longer." Bear! Run, you stupid piece of shit! Damn it! Bear! Run, you stupid piece of shit!
And I swear, I wouldn't be able to sleep tonight if I didn't show you this one as well.
Hey guys, welcome to Gamescom 2017. I'm Geralt of Rivia. I've been enjoying meeting all the fans and seeing
Hey, Duck! Duck!
What?
We talked about that. Just one sentence. I just wanted to ad-lib it with you, funny. Yeah, cool. But it's my video. I'm Geralt of Rivia.
You might have the looks, but I got the voice.
Yeah, you may have the voice, but I have the sword.
Sorry to break the flow, but if you're enjoying this as much as I am making it, feel free to drop a like and subscribe. It's incredibly helpful. Thank you. Captain John Price. This man's been through wars, betrayals, nukes, and somehow always comes back with a cigar and a one-liner. Back in the original Modern Warfare trilogy, it was Billy Murray who gave Price that cold, commanding voice.
Your life has been changed for the worse by someone else, and you're left feeling powerless. Calling injury lawyers for you could give you back that power.
But the man behind the modern-day Price isn't Billy anymore. It's Barry Sloane, a British actor who's popped up in a bunch of TV shows. What I like about him is that the dude actually looks like Price in real life too.
I'm gonna say it. Bravo 6, going dark. Right. Dan Allen. You and I. Going dark. Now.
Bond Sanders. This is Solid Snake. I understand you do a pretty good impression of me, but I thought I'd just clarify that this is how it's done. Kept you waiting, huh?
Man, hearing that again just hits different. David Hayter didn't just voice Snake, he was Snake. What's even cooler is how much he loved the role. He's always showing up at cons, doing fan impressions, and owning it like a legend. Here, check one of his fan interviews at Chicago back in 2022.
There's a ton of that, there's war has changed, and you're pretty good, and kept you waiting, huh? But the thing I get most of all now, well, not most of all, but quite a bit, is this meme where I say, where they want me to say, "Colonel, I'm trying to sneak around, but I'm dummy thick, and the clap of my ass cheeks keeps alerting the guards."
Hey there, little sharky. So here's your special day. You might have what it takes to be a third-rate demon hunter. Second-rate if you try hard enough. So on this very special day, just make sure you enjoy it with all those special ladies you love so much.
Dude, I'm having too much fun making this video. Did you see that? That was a fan's birthday message from Ruben Langdon, the amazing voice behind Dante since Devil May Cry 3. It's not just the voice, though. Ruben does the motion capture, the stunts, even the attitude, that cocky charm, those sarcastic one-liners, and the wild fight energy, all him. And what makes it even better is how much fun he has doing it.
Look, brother, our guest is sighing. Sigh. What is a sigh? Well, a sigh is when...
Enough already! How long are you two gonna keep carrying on like this? In case you didn't get the hint, your guest wants to go through. Got it?
Let's talk The Last of Us, one of the biggest franchises in gaming history, starting with Ellie, voiced by Ashley Johnson. Now this woman, she's so good at acting, even people in the motion capture studio believed her and couldn't hold their tears.
And so I was crying when we were filming that scene. Yes, it was very emotional.
Now.
Wait, please stop! No! No! Joel! Joel! No! No!
You look at her, a random TikToker, and other actresses, but no, they had to go with her. Wait, this is not the time for that. I'm sorry, let's move on. Let's see who's behind one of the most beloved protagonists, Joel. His name is Troy Baker, an absolute cinema in voice acting. Now let's watch these two legends performing one of the most memorable scenes.
That I'm gonna end up like Sam? I can't get infected. I can take care of myself.
How many close calls have we had?
Well, we seem to be doing all right so far.
And now you'll be doing even better with Tommy.
You are treading on some mighty thin ice here.
I'm sorry about your daughter, Joel, but I have lost people too.
You have no idea what loss is.
Whoa, what the hell happened to you two?
Fell out of a car that fell out of a plane?
Huh. Hey, you know, something like that happened to me once.
Okay.
Good luck.
This is Nolan North, another legend in the voice acting field. Look at his audition before he officially became the voice of Nathan Drake for the whole Uncharted franchise, since the very original game to the latest title, Legacy of Thieves Collection.
Which means there's somebody else on this island?
Catch on quick. Come on. We don't want to run into whatever was chewing on this guy. Why don't you stay behind me from now on?
Now what's cooler than one legend in a single frame? That's right, two legends.
Where they have the guard outpost. See that pole? It's like a drain pipe. Shimmy right up there like a gibbon. Jump in the windows, right foot, left foot over that. Right up top, steal every artifact in place. It's easy. Really.
You do know that you're not actually Nathan Drake.
You shut your mouth. You shut it.
It's a character.
I will cut you, I will open you up and bleed you out.
Why is it always violence with you?
Because it has to be.
Alright, now it's time to talk about the voice that defined an entire era of fighting games. I'm talking about one of the creators of Mortal Kombat himself, Ed Boon. Since the very beginning of Mortal Kombat in 1992, that iconic "Get over here" line hasn't been from some Hollywood pro. It's been Ed Boon shouting into a mic with all the rage of 1,000 fatalities.
Get over here!
Amazing. I went through a whole period in my life where I just said "get over here" to everybody. Yeah, I think everybody went through that.
That's actually my voice yelling "get over here."
No, is that true?
Yeah.
Oh my god, could we hear it quickly?
Get over here!
Oh my god!
Now, here's the crazy part. Some voice actors didn't just lend their voice, they lended their face, mannerisms, and even personality. If that sounds interesting to you, you'll love the video on the screen. It's all about game characters who actually exist in real life. Drop a like and subscribe if you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you there.